Happy Tuesday, guys. This one is not going to disappoint. It is basically 3 different AMRAPs piled into one, okay? So we're gonna go 5-minute AMRAP in the first part. We're gonna rest a minute, then we're gonna transition into part 2, rest 1 minute, and then finish off with our last 5-minute AMRAP. So a 5-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. We're gonna start with a 15 or 13 calorie bike. Bike is our preferred method today. If we need to, we can sub it out for a rower because of injury, or just based on needs if you're doing this at home, or if we run out of bikes in the gym, we can sub it out for the same amount of calories on that rower. You're then gonna move right through 10 box jump overs, okay? So nice steady pace there. For pacing wise, you're gonna pick a RPM that you can sustain on the bike or the rower throughout, okay? So you don't want to go too hard and then fail off. You got to remember that your legs are going to hurt on those jump overs, so nice, easy, steady pace. Really shouldn't be resting on any of those box jump overs, right through it and then back on your bike. Try to accumulate as many as you can in there. Then you're going to rest 1 minute before we move on to part 2. Same amount of calories on our bike or rower for part 2, but then we're going to go with a 7-bar muscle up. So this is a higher degree of skill for our gymnastics portion here. So 7-bar muscle ups. If we have a couple bar muscle ups, maybe we're not as proficient with this, we would want to split these up quickly, so maybe 2 sets here. Or if, let's say, I'm like, hey, routinely I can get about 3 bar muscle ups and I'm fatigued, let's drop those numbers down to 2 or 3 a round, okay? So you can maintain it throughout the entire workout. So that is one way we can scale. We also have quite a bit. I have scales for you guys. We can do banded bar muscle ups, we can do jumping bar muscle ups, strict chest to bar, strict pull ups, kipping chest to bar, banded pull ups, and then a ring row with a negative. Those are our subs for that bar muscle up, okay? Once we do that, we're gonna rest a minute, move into our final AMRAP of 5 minutes. Same amount of calories on our bike or row, and then we're gonna move right into 7 strict handstand push-ups. So like I mentioned before, very gymnastics dominant workout today with that degree of getting our heart rate up on the bike and rower. So these are gonna be a lot harder than we would normally expect. So 7 strict handstand push-ups. Maybe if we have a couple, we reduce that number as well. We can go down to 3 or whatever. For our scales, you can do strict handstand push-up with a 1 or 2 ab mat. So we would raise the ab mats up so we're not going as low. That sometimes can help. We could do pike handstand push-ups off a box, regular pike push-ups, or seated dumbbell Z-press are awesome ways that we can scale today. People who are pretty much just about to get there, they're kicking up, maybe we can lower down, that's a negative, that'd be great. Or maybe we're just having a little bit of hard time pressing off the ground, we get a few inches, adding 1 or 2 ab mats is going to help us, because then we're going to be here with our arms, and then we can press out. And we're not going full range of motion, but it's getting us into basically a handstand push-up with some help, okay? So performance on our box, we're looking for a 30 or 24-inch box. Fitness, 24-20, masters and teens, 20 across the board. Wellness, we want you guys doing box step-ups, those are okay. And then you're gonna pick a scale that we want you to do that is the hardest for you on both those bar muscle-ups and the strict handstand push-ups. So make sure it's not too easy. The 7 reps or whatever number you reduce it to should be difficult for you. So if we're like, got those strict pull-ups, then do them. If you can do 3 or 4 strict pull-ups, that is the hardest thing you can do. Try to see if you can maintain that throughout. That is fine, okay? It's gonna be a great workout today. Basically a 15-minute AMRAP with some interchanging parts. Get after it, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, but before we let you go, we're gonna remind you, log into the iPad, so reserve your spot in class using your phone apps, log in when you get here, acupuncture class. Our next one is August 23rd, so it's this coming Sunday with Heather. Those spots are filling up fast. Last I looked, there was already 3 gone. Last time it sold out within 3 days. So 10 spots total. Make sure you guys get into that. It's been a great way to reduce that stress. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.